Hello to you and your home girls. Ladies, how y'all feeling? Fellas, are y'all all right? Welcome to Makeup and Coffee. If you guys have seen one before, you would have seen that Winter Kisses mug. Welcome. Hi. We're gonna do a face. You know what's up. Elf Power Grip, niacinamide during the day. I'm getting ready for work here. I know I sound weird because I am on the mend. I jinxed myself and said, oh, I haven't been sick this whole entire season. And then I got back in the gym and then bloop, illness. I was down bad, y'all. I think I'm about 85% back here. I'm almost back at 100, but I was down. I was just watching Hot Vegan Hannah say something about being room-bound sick, and I was room-bound sick. I was like in the room, sick as hell, feeling terrible. Luckily, I was able to rest it off. I'm gonna bronze my face with the Elf Putty bronzer, but I'm okay. It could have been worse. And it's on its way out. Luckily, I'm in a good spiritual place, and I have a good internal mental vibe going on, which I cannot be any more grateful for. So I kind of had the strength to kind of like the spiritual strength to combat this illness. I don't know if I could have said that, in 2023. So 2024 is feeling good so far, and I'm just happy to be here. I hope everyone's okay. If you caught something, I hope you're taking care of yourself. I hope it's past. I hope it's not coming back, but it is definitely mask up season. Wear the mask. Wear a mask outside, girl. Unless you're isolated, you're gonna get sick. I tried to force myself to get better one day by like getting up like it was a normal day and like pretending, like faking it till I made it. And like I filmed me doing a face. Girl, I looked dead as hell, bro. Like the illness, like I looked dead behind the eyes. I can't even front. Like I'm not even gonna post that. I've been recording a lot. I recorded a vlog. Today I'm using the Fit Me, the Dewy and Smooth. I've been using this pretty consistently lately. I think it's best for this winter weather, and just not having my face get dried out by anything. But yeah, I recorded a vlog, which was really cool. I enjoyed it. My hand palettes are dirty, so when they're dirty, I use the cap as a palette. Yeah, so I recorded a vlog, and it was really cool. It was like first day back at the gym. It was a nice little vibe, but I'm a little self-conscious about it for a couple of reasons. One, I was cursing a lot. I have a dirty mouth. And then it was like, I don't know, I was driving around a lot, and I'm worried about like sharing too much on the internet. So I don't know. It's in editing. It's pretty much done. It's done being edited. I'm just not sure whether I want to share it or not. But I did just post me DIYing singles, which was so much freaking fun. I'm gonna put it in the cards. It's an Ulta Beauty stipple brush. That's what I'm gonna blend the base in with. Yeah, that was so much fun. That's actually, I think, the day I got sick. I went to the gym earlier that day, and then I think I did like some shopping or something later on, and I remember like a kid, or laundry. Oh, I worked out, and then I went and did laundry, and then I think a kid was like coughing up a storm in the laundromat. And then I came home that day, and then my throat, I felt it in my throat, and then the next day I was just full on sick. So yeah. Again, I did film like another get ready with me, but I just looked so dead. And you guys know me. You guys know how I am. You guys know when I'm feeling away, I look so mean. I was sick. I looked sick. Like, so, yeah. Here, I just feel so much better and just excited to get out of the house. I want to have a productive day. I want to see, like, what I can actually make happen today. All right, I kind of wanted to make this a drugstore face today, but I knew I wanted to use my Too Faced concealer, so that got X'd out. I'm going to use this concealer along with the Sephora one that I just got. I think it's called like Bright Future Gel Serum Foundation. It's a deeper, this Too Faced is in the color Maple. It's very neutral. I'm gonna blend it in with my base with the deeper Sephora concealer. That one's in the color Peau de Creme, I believe. And that's supposed to be, I don't know, it just warms it up. Makes it, I'm really into like ombre concealer nowadays. Like blending a brightening concealer into a deeper concealer. It's my vibe. This base ends up extremely clean. I'm going to be wearing a super bold eye because I have been wearing neutrals. I guess it's like the time of year. I've been wearing all these neutrals, all these matte colors. There's that Sephora concealer. And I'm bored. I'm so bored of the looks that I've been doing. So this is me just rebelling against the neutrals. While I blend, I just want to randomly say that NyQuil's Dayquil is the best sick medicine on the market. That shit will really have you like, what sick? Like, it's so good. And it allows you to be productive while you're being sick. I do recommend rest to soothe your illness. But if you just can't just be down bad, Dayquil really will give you some energy and kind of make you forget that you're sick. I'm not one for cream blush because I'm lazy, but this one's one of my favorites. It's the LYS. This one's in the color Self Love, I think. I usually wait till I'm going to be using this Eco Tools flat buffing brush to apply it. I was just in the good mind state to apply it before I set my concealer. That's usually my problem. That's why I don't wear it, because I like to do blush after my eyes and try to have like a cohesive like eye blush moment. But I kind of knew this face was just gonna be like cold. I knew I was just trying to serve cold because it's been snowing for days now. The world is iced over. It's so damn cold outside. So I'm just trying to reflect that in my makeup. I think I'm one of the rare few that enjoy the winter, and I typically don't complain about cold weather, but it's been icy, even for me. It's too cold. My face is dried out. Like, I just constantly feel so dry. It's too cold, girl. All right, I haven't used this on camera yet. This is the Huda Glowish. I forget what it's called. I'm gonna put it on the screen. It's their press powder. They're like radiant press powder. I have been loving this stuff. It's so pretty. I actually just left a review on it on Sephora's website. It's so smoothing and blurring. It's really, really pretty. This color is a little too dark for me. Y'all know I always buy stuff too dark. I want another color, but I've been enjoying it. I have been enjoying it. I must say, Huda is on my list for 2024. I'm very interested in what they have to offer complexion-wise. I think their eyeshadow palettes are so beautiful. This is my first Huda product, and I'm looking forward to trying more in the future. I decided to skip powder bronzer, and I'm just gonna set the rest of my face with this Air Set translucent deep powder. If you guys see my declutter, I will put it in the cards. I took it out of my everyday little makeup stash and kind of brought it down to where the rest of my powders live. I don't like it for under my eyes. It's too dark. It kind of gives a cast, like a gray cast. But I'm trying to make use of it and using it to set my face. I typically don't set my entire face. I have very dry skin. I don't need to do that. But this powder is not drying, but I definitely will not be repurchasing this Say powder, and I can't with any, comfort recommend it to anyone. I don't think it's good. It costs $30, overpriced. I told y'all my powder journey is over. Like, I found the ones that I like. All right, the face is set and we are going to move on. No, it's not. I'm gonna set the cream blush with this Juvia's Place, the Blush Rose palette. I love this palette so much. I use it all the time. I'm going to use this brush that I recently used for bronzer. And I'm gonna go into that mauve shade and set the cream blush. I know you can't even really see my blush. I mean, it is what it is. I am someone, I don't like to put a lot of pigment on my face. I like soft washes of color. You can see that in the bronzers that I decide to use. I don't like heavily pigmented face complexion products. I myself am heavily pigmented, so I like for that to shine through. While we're in this palette, I'm going to go ahead and highlight two. I'm going to use the shade underneath that mauve. These don't have shade names, but this is a very cool pink. There's like some silver specks in there. Very icy highlighter. Very pretty. The lighting is a bit weird in this video. The sun decided to join me and I loved it, but it kind of washes me out here. You can't really see what's actually going on. I'm going to set my face with this e.l.f. This is the all night one. I like this stuff. I don't like the way it sprays out. It doesn't, I don't know. I like the formula. I just don't like the component and the way that it sprays out. It smells really good. It smells like a garden. It smells like the color that the bottle is. Okie dokes, brow time. I'm going to be using Makeup Revolution Pro product with my Eco Tools Spoolie Woolie. I'm going to put the name of this on the screen because I don't have it in front of me. That's the inside of it. We're doing powder brows. I was in the mood for it. I know that this is in the color medium brown. I only ever use the powder portion of this palette because that cream stuff, I don't know what to do with it. Okay, typically y'all know I leave brows in. I'm gonna leave them in here. My brows are unkempt. I really need to go in and clean up my brows. I want to do it on camera and kind of show people that don't know how to clean up their brows themselves. You know, an easy DIY way to do it at home. But I've been procrastinating and my brows look like I don't care about myself. I'm going to move on and clean up my brows with the same concealer that I used for the under eyes today, the Too Faced. Now, what I wanted to say is I really like this Too Faced concealer in the color Maple because it is so neutral. I know I've said this before, but I'm going to be doing a blue eyeshadow look today. Now, I know with certain colors, people don't like to use certain colors, and I understand why. When it comes to certain colors, I can say this with green. I struggle with green because I have this neutral undertone, and green is such a difficult color to me. I don't know if it's warm. I don't know if it's cool. It depends on the shade of green. So when I'm working with blue, I have a neutral undertone, so I think I can get away with blue. I enjoy cool tones. I think cool tones look great on me. But when you are working with various shades of colors, remember that you can always neutralize or warm up or cool down your skin tone with complexion products. And that's what I'm doing here. Every time I'm gonna work with a blue shadow or something that is just super, super cool or just way too cool for my complexion, I like to neutralize my eye area with this very, very neutral concealer. So the same concealer that I'm cleaning up my brows with, I'm also going to use this eyeshadow base. And I'm going to just apply it and get it all blended out here. I need to beef up my eyeshadow base game. I've been experimental. I'm using the Makeup by Mario's translucent powder to set it. I've been experimental with not setting my eyeshadow base, and I think I get better blends when I do set my eyeshadow base. Some eyeshadow formulas don't like that layer of powder on there already, and I think that goes for Viseart. But me personally, I like to have the eyeshadow set with the powder. Other eyeshadow formulas do need something to kind of blend onto and not be on a wet base. So Juvia's, because I've been working with my single palette that I created a lot, and I'm noticing that those shadows prefer having a set down base. I want to try Milk Makeup's Hydro Grip Primer. If anybody has used that, tell me how you feel about that, because I'm getting a lot of balding in my inner corner. I have almond eyes that really bunch up. I'm about to get my palette here. That bunch up in the inner corner, and towards the end of the day, that area of my eyeshadow is missing. If you notice, while I was putting on my primer, I put some on my eyelids too. I'm really trying to get my shadow to stick. This is the palette of the day, the BH Cosmetics Blueberry Muffin. Such a pretty palette. Such a wintry, cool palette. I don't use it often because I prefer my NYX Vintage Jean Baby. I think that one's deeper and richer. This one is lighter and cooler. Here today, I want to do a little cut crease. We're going to go into this deepest blue in here. It's called So Good. And I'm going to start in my inner crease. And I'm going to work my way out to the outer corner. So I want a really deep crease. I'm kind of going for a winged up eyeshadow look here. So I'm just putting this in the crease and winging it up. I'm using a pencil brush. It's by BH Cosmetics, the Birthstone collection. Yeah, that's what we got so far. I'm going to take this Blend Bunny. It's the B1, and I'm gonna go into, it's another pencil brush. I'm gonna go into the lighter, this is like a sky blue color. Can I see what it's called? I think it's called Delish. Yeah, Delish. And I'm just gonna over blue. I'm gonna overlay the darker blue with this lighter blue and attempt to get like a nice little blend. Story of my life, my good eye looked great. My other eye, I went up too high to get a good blend. I have this BH Small Precision, and I'm just gonna go in circular motions to blend the deep blue and the light blue. y'all know I'm a blendaholic, so I was going in between my BH and this Spectrum small bullet brush to blend. This is why you shouldn't wear makeup while you are sick, but I actually tapped into my Blend Bunny, I think that's the B5, to blend too. I'm gonna cut the crease. This is a Real Techniques brush, a Real Techniques angle brush. I like to cut the crease with Vaseline. I'm gonna take a bit of Vaseline and put it on the back of my hand and cut the crease. I like Vaseline. It's just the easiest way for me to cut the crease. This isn't gonna be no crazy. This is just a little daytime vibe, baby. Nothing crazy. Just to clean it up, I'm gonna cut this area, literally cut, and get rid of the excess blue that is on my lid. This isn't a precision, perfect cut crease. I take off the excess with a Q-tip. I even leave the concealer that's like on my outer corner there because it doesn't matter. I just want that contrast on the lid for the shimmers that I'm gonna lay down. Yeah. I don't even lay another base down. I'm gonna go straight into shimmers. I'm gonna take a fluffy shader and I'm gonna go into this blue shimmer, deep blue shimmer. It's called Tempting. And I'm gonna start there. And I'm gonna start like towards my outer corner and get that down. Going for like some ice rink, icy hypothermia eyes. Pretty. Once I get this down, I'm gonna go for a gradient with the shimmer. So I'm gonna move on. What is that color called? I think it's called Hot and something. I'll put it up on the screen. I don't have the palette in front of me. It's a very pretty silver. The shimmers in this palette are very pretty. I like the shimmers in this palette more than I like the mattes. They kind of give off like that wet effect, really sparkly, really wet, really smooth. I'm using the same brush, just the other side, and I'm blending and I'm melting as I go into each other. Left the inner corner bare for this white shimmer. It's called Sugared, and this palette is very similar to, this is another bullet brush. I call these bullet brushes because they kind of look like a bullet to me. But pencil brush. This palette is very similar to the NYX Vintage Jean Baby. This BH palette is no longer available, so if you like this color story and can't get your hands on it, I suggest checking out the NYX Vintage Jean Baby, which is still available. Otherwise, you can look on Macari for this palette. I got mine off of Macari. But the NYX palette has very comparable shimmers, and that is the standout of this palette, are these really pretty shimmery wet shimmers. And NYX kind of has the same exact color story as far as the shimmer goes. And the NYX one is actually a full-on cool palette. This one, the browns in this palette are warm, which actually bothers me. Alright, to start bringing this look out to a close, I'm using my e.l.f. Liquid liner. This one is in the color Midnight. If you watch my declutter, you would have seen me declutter one. This is my backup. And just liquid liner. I wanted a brow highlight, so I'm going to go into this shade. It's called Crumble. Very subtle. And I'm going to put that in the brows. Pretty. Alright, last minute blends, and we will move on. I like it. So I should have worn falsies, but I was on my way to work and I did not have time to fool around with falsies, so I pulled out this Urban Decay Lash Freak. I talked about this in my declutter as well. This mascara is absolutely crazy, and it makes my lashes just look so black. It disperses so much product onto your lashes, so kind of look like falsies a little bit. top and bottom. I left my lower lash line clear. You don't know me, I don't like messing around with my lower lash line. I like the look. I wanted blue, I got blue, and I'm feeling it. Pretty. It's giving pretty, Cinderella, icy, everything I was going for. Every time I wear a blue look, I wear this blue gloss by Essence. It's the Hollow Balm. It smells like blueberries. It's just a blue gloss. It kind of acts like a lip oil. It's nothing special. It's not too pigmented. It just makes me be in the blue mood. I love blue. Blue is one of my favorite colors. I love blue. I love green. I'm more comfortable wearing blue than I am wearing green. But I love blue. Comment a blue heart below if you like a blue eyeshadow look. If you like this look. All right, that's it. This is just a very clean, easy. This is a little extra for going to work, but I'm an extra bitch, so you know. Pretty low-key as a blue look can go. Let me know what you think about it. I'm sorry the lighting sucked. I swear this makeup looks so much better in better lighting. I'm gonna get my lighting situation together. I love y'all. Peace.